Hey guys, welcome to Mongolia, the coldest capital in the world. We are in UB, where winter hits -30 and even -40. And fun fact, horses actually outnumber people here. We've also visited the Gobi Desert, icy sands, dinosaur fossils, and landscapes straight out of Mars. And check out the massive Gengis Khan equestrian statue, the biggest horse statue in the world. It honors Gengis Khan, the guy who built the largest land empire ever. Without direct flights, we flew from Cebu to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to Ulaanbaatar. It's a very long flight but so worth it. We flew with Mongolia's national carrier. It's a full-service airline, meaning free meals, checked baggage included, in-flight entertainment, and actual proper service. It's not a budget airline, it's so we love. And of course, they serve unlimited coffee and drinks. The food they serve was also great, plus they also served my favorite Häagen-Dazs ice cream on board. Our flight was very smooth, flying over amazing snow-covered landscapes, and after almost 5 hours in the air, we landed smoothly at Gengis Khan International Airport. Tourist SIM and currency exchange are also available right at the airport. As a tropical person, changing into full winter armor at the airport was necessary. Thermal layers, heat tech, gloves, and survival mode activated. Our guide picked us up at the airport, and let me tell you, this trip is about to be insane. From frozen capital vibes to desert adventures, wait for part 2. Welcome to part 2. Mongolia is truly an underrated destination. Say hello to our amazing tour guide, Panyar. First stop, we went to a local market where there are frozen yogurt and tons of milk treats. It just proves Mongolians love dairy products. Just across the market is Mongolia's oldest shopping hub, the State Department Store. But did you know Mongolia is famous for its high-quality leather made from the hides of animals raised in the country's vast nomadic pastures? We had a quick coffee break, but did you know Mongolians prefer milk over coffee? Next stop, we paid a visit at the monastery where it houses Mikjidjan Raisig, the tallest indoor Buddha in the world. The main religion here is Tibetan Buddhism, which blends meditation, rituals, and art, though many locals here are atheists too. Then we headed to climb Zaisan Memorial Hill. It is a popular spot in UB that offers a 360-degree panoramic view of the city, and its giant circular mural honors Soviet-Mongolian friendship. Our final highlight is watching Mongolian wrestling. Walk. No weight class, no time limit, just pure strength and strategy. Mongolia even dominates sumo in Japan. Watch out for part 3, day 2 in UB. Welcome to part 3 of our Mongolia winter tour. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more. It's breakfast time, Mongolian dumpling soup. Perfect, meaty, and savory comfort food for the freezing weather driving around the city. First stop, the famous Bogkan Palace Museum. Let's explore where Mongolia's last king once lived. Look at this gate. Fun fact, parts of the Bogkan Palace Museum were built without nails. It's a traditional Mongolian architecture. Here's a look inside the peaceful grounds of the palace. There are so many Instagrammable spots for a picture-perfect frame, enjoying cool palace vibes with snow. And did you know this palace compound has separate structure for winter and summer season? Next up, we are heading to Mongolia's Terelj National Park. Along the way, we enjoyed looking at those serene snow-covered plains. We had a quick coffee stop because the travel time here is about 40 minutes to an hour. We have found a cool teepee hut along the way which calls for stopover. And just look at what we found. We saw reindeers for the first time, camels, and as well as horses. Mongolia really feels like a giant open zoo. And a sneak peek just over the horizon is the giant Gengis Khan statue. We are now entering the gates of this great and historic monument. It is the tallest horse statue in the world, which is a Guinness World Record holder. The statue faces east toward Gengis Khan's birthplace, overlooking the vast open landscape. It is a powerful symbol of Mongolia's history. And of course, it is picture time with the statue and its surroundings. Inside the statue complex, there is a museum with wonderful collections and even a 5-year-old golden eagle trained for hunting. There are so many exciting activities you can do here, from museum tours, eagle encounters, wearing traditional costumes, and epic views. See you all in part 4 of our Mongolia travel vlog. Heading to our next destination, welcome to part 4 of our Mongolia travel vlog. Our next stop is Aryabal Meditation Temple. Prepare for a lot of steps ahead. The walk is adorned with colorful works of art, and there are also boards that contains Buddhist teachings and life lessons that you can read while you climb. And look at this, our first time seeing a yak in person. We came across a small hanging bridge on the way to the monastery. There are over 100 steps leading up to the temple, and each step is meant for reflection. Inside, you'll see colorful prayer scarves called kadag, used as a sign of respect and blessing. And wow, the view from the top of the temple is absolutely breathtaking. Endless snow-covered valleys and rock formations everywhere. After the hike, we ate at a restaurant near Turtle Rock. We ordered Korean pork. Fun fact, there are many Korean barbecue and samgyeopsal restaurants in Mongolia. They have a strong Korean influence because of tourism, business, and many Mongolians working or studying in South Korea. Now we're heading to the famous Turtle Rock, one of the most iconic landmarks in Terelj. And look, this friendly dog decided to walk with me all the way there. I am enjoying the company and he doesn't seem to mind the cold winter at all. Although tired but still excited, we are now heading to our last destination for today, which is our accommodation for tonight. This is surely the highlight of our trip. Wow! Welcome to Terelj Mountain Lodge. Look at the views around the resort. Mountains, forests, and pure nature. Staying in a lodge is a popular travel experience for tourists here in Terelj National Park. And this is the morning view. It seems like waking up to a scenery taken out of a postcard. We'll have a resort review coming up next. Follow for more! Welcome to part 5. As promised, we are touring Terelj Mountain Lodge. This spacious mountain resort is spread across a wide valley with dozens of gers and lodge rooms surrounded by massive open landscapes and peaceful nature. In winter, everything transforms into a snow-covered landscape. It's low tourist season, so we almost have the whole place to ourselves. It's quiet, peaceful, and very relaxing. Our first stay was in a traditional Mongolian ger, a round portable home used by nomads for centuries. It can fit up to 6 people, with beds placed around the sides and a heater in the center to keep it warm. However, there's no bathroom inside, so you'll need to take a walk to the main lodge when nature calls for it. Check out this view from our room. It looks like a whole village of gers, like a tent city in the mountains. And good news! Because it's low tourist season, we've got a free upgrade to a cabin with a private bath. Winter rates here usually start around 4,500 per night. And this is the view from our upgraded room, just like a postcard. Snow-covered peaks stretch as far as the eye can see, with peaceful surroundings, crisp fresh air, and a serene winter landscape all around us. We are now heading to the restaurant. We were the only diners that night, and it is such a cozy dinner in this cabin-style building. We ordered pizza, chicken, and fries. Total was 101,430 Mongolian tugrik, around 1,700 pesos. It's not bad for a full meal in this beautiful place. After dinner, we then had a nighttime walk to appreciate the clear skies, bright stars, and freezing cold weather. It's a perfect time to capture those Instagrammable photos. And then we say good morning to that easy steam rising in the cold. Next, we enjoyed our American breakfast with an amazing view. We also tried the traditional Mongolian fatty soup, rich and creamy, and it's perfect for the cold weather, making our morning meal both hearty and unforgettable. And this is us just goofing around, trying to survive the cold Mongolian winter. And then we headed to have our daytime stroll around the resort to capture more photos, make lasting memories, and breathe the freshest mountain air. And sadly, it's bittersweet time to check out. Let's have one final look at this beautiful place. But the next stop is coming up in part 6. Don't miss it. Don't forget to follow, like, and share for more. Welcome to part 6, our final episode of our Mongolia winter adventure. And now we're heading back to the city. But before that, we made a quick stop at a ski resort nearby. Skiing here costs around $20 to $40, usually including gear rental, lift pass, and access to beginner slopes. And here we are, all geared up and ready to ski with our instructor guiding us. It was our first time skiing, and honestly, it felt very slippery and scary at first. And fun fact, skiing on icy snow is actually faster and harder to control compared to soft powder. So beginners really need balance and proper technique. But after a few tries, it became more exciting and we slowly got the hang of it and started enjoying it.
Hi! Woo, skiing in Mongolia!
We also tried the cable car ride, slowly going up while enjoying the wide views of the snowy mountains, and the scenery from the top was absolutely breathtaking. And here we are enjoying every moment of this experience. After using up all our energy, we grabbed a quick lunch at the resort before heading back to the city. And then one last picture with our ski instructor. It's now time to head back to the city of Ulaanbaatar. We did a quick city walk, exploring the streets and enjoying the winter atmosphere with the locals. We then saw some ice sculptures and they look amazing. They're very sophisticated, detailed, and perfect for photos during the winter season. And fun fact, ice sculpting is a real form of art where artists carve large blocks of ice using special tools. The design can last for days depending on the temperature. This is our first time inside an igloo, and it's actually warmer inside than outside because snow works as insulation and traps heat. Even in freezing weather, the temperature inside can stay much more comfortable. We also visited Sukbatar Square, home to the iconic statue of Genghis Khan. And now we're looking for some souvenirs. And finally, it's dinner time. There's even a music video shooting inside the restaurant while we're having dinner, which was really fun to watch. Stay tuned for our full trip recap and total cost. Many of you asked for our Mongolia budget, so here's our full expense breakdown. We flew Manila to Hong Kong via HK Express at 5,000 pesos each, then Hong Kong to Ulaanbaatar via Mongolian Airlines at 15,000 pesos each. For this route, budget is around 20,000 pesos per person one way. Other routes to Ulaanbaatar are from Seoul, Beijing, Tokyo, Bangkok. Our airport pickup to our hotel was 1,900 pesos. It's very convenient, especially during winter. For our first night, we stayed at Sanfu Hotel and booked via Agoda. It includes free breakfast for two, and sadly, coffee is not available on the menu. Hence, our rating is 4 out of 5 stars. We visited the State Department Store and the local market right in front. Lunch was at 350 pesos each, and we had coffee at Tom and Tom's for around 150 pesos per cup. Temple entrance is at 300 pesos per person, and the Saizan Hill is free of charge. The wrestling arena is at 200 pesos per person per entrance, while the Bogkan Palace is 60 pesos per entrance. Heading to Terelj National Park, we stopped by a tipi camp at 250 pesos. Next, the Genghis Khan statue is at 200 pesos entrance. Next up is Aryabal Temple at 90 pesos. We then headed to Turtle Rock, one of Terelj's famous spots, and it's free. Then we stayed at Terelj's Mountain Lodge at 4,500 pesos per night with free breakfast. At Sky Ski Resort, it was 1,500 pesos per person, each with instructor. We're now back to the city at Gengis Khan Square, where entrance is free. Perfect for city walks, photos, and buying souvenirs. The return flight from UB to HK to Manila is around 20,000 pesos per person. And the total for two packs is 134,000 pesos or 67,000 pesos each. And rates are based during our trip and some fees were already included in the tour package. A bit pricey but so worth it.